Hey guys, Casey here with Vacace by Casey. Hope everyone is having a great day. Enjoying this beautiful fall morning. So today we're going to be talking about our trip from Tahoe. We just got back from Tahoe on Friday. We flew out of Waco on Monday, from Waco to Reno on Sun Country. It's a tiny little airport here in Texas. The parking's $5 a day. That is something new, so when you are parking there at Waco, you might want to be sure and check your points for scanning. I actually scanned the wrong one and had to go move the car. It was a whole thing. But it was a great little flight on Sun Country. They served alcohol, snacks, everything. It was great. It was about a 3.5 hour flight. Once we got to Reno, we got our luggage and we took a shuttle bus that took us actually to our property. We stayed at Caesar's Republic. I actually stayed there last February and it was still Harvey. Caesar's has actually bought that property out and they are doing a whole lot of remodeling. If you check out the video in my shorts, I actually did a room tour and I'm going to be doing several smaller shorter videos to just kind of go more in depth of everything, but today I just wanted to get on here and just talk about our trip in general. I know it's still fall, so I really wanted to get this out in case anyone was wanting to go before the winter set in. We actually stayed in a Romulus room. The room we were given was 2 queens. The views were beautiful. On one side you had the views of all the mountains, on the other side it was the lake. I will say if you were in the premium Romulus room, be mindful because you can see, well, at least the room we were in, because we were kind of at an angle out, you could see in other people's rooms. So you be sure if you're changing or anything at night, you want to close your curtains. Because if you can see in theirs, they can obviously see in yours. The night we got there, we went and ate at Lucky Beaver. You've got to go try it. I was kind of skeptical of it. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but let me tell you, the vibe was fabulous. The waitress was the sweetest little thing. Very helpful. With other things in the area, we had some concerns and questions about things in Tahoe, and she answered a whole lot of questions. She was great. The service was wonderful. The drinks were great. We weren't super hungry, so we just did an appetizer. We did the sliders, and then we had a dessert. But it was perfect. On Tuesday we spent the day kind of exploring Heavenly Village. So if you walk out of Caesar's, you're actually in Nevada. You walk across the street, and then you're in California. It's a super neat little thing. Where we stayed, Heavenly Village, was catty corner. So we were on this corner and they were directly across. At Heavenly Village, there's so many things to do. They have the gondola, which is currently down for seasonal maintenance, so we did not get to do the gondola. I did do that last February. But that is down during October. Something else we found, there's no donut shops open in October. We looked everywhere and they were all being remodeled. Upon talking to people who, the locals, they said that this is kind of a off season, so a lot of businesses spend that time remodeling, revamping menus, restocking things. I mean, there was still plenty open and plenty to do. But it was crazy we couldn't find any donuts. But we did find Heaven's Little Cafe. It was a great breakfast spot. We also found Tahoe Bagel Company. The everything bagels you got to try them. That was 2 of the places we had breakfast. For lunch, we ate at the Base Camp Pizza while we were there. I'm not a pizza person, but that pizza was good. It was real good. And then my go-to when I go to Tahoe, I absolutely love Azul's Latin Kitchen. It's right there in Heavenly Village. Their queso fries, tostadas, tacos, there's nothing on the menu I've ate there 4 times. I've been to Tahoe twice and ate there 4 times. There's nothing on the menu that isn't good. Their drinks are great. Their food is fabulous. The service is a 10. This time we ate outside. The previous times we ate indoors because, like I said, I went last February and it was snowing and cold. And this time in fall, it was like a totally different place. Tahoe has it's seasonally. Tahoe it's a different experience each time you go. I have only been in winter and now fall. So I really wanted to get on here before winter and during fall. So if anyone was really, is looking at going or has a trip planned to go this fall, just to kind of give you some updates on it. Again, I will do more that are more in depth, but I really wanted to get on here and talk about it. That was the lunch spots. For dinner, we had Beckett's. Okay, so you walk down Chateau Village, and we went in through Axis, and when we were leaving, we were starving. So we found this. It's at the hotel. It's actually at a hotel, but it's a restaurant and tavern. And our waiter, Dan, I don't know if you see it, Dan, but he was great. We had the pork slider, or the pork sandwich, during the week. I believe from 3 to 7, they have a happy hour menu, and it's got like $5 sliders and drink specials, and Beckett's I can't wait to go back and experience that again. Their drinks were great, the food was great, prices on point. We also had dinner at McPee's. It's a nice restaurant. It looks like sorry, squirrels are going crazy right now. The cooler weather has them going crazy. But anyways, we had dinner at McPee's. It looks like it could be a fun place to go. They have plenty of space for live music. The food, it was okay. The service was great. Our waiter he was very good. He was very attentive. Probably not somewhere that we would go back to. We went to a few of the tap houses. State Line Brewing, that's definitely always my go-to. Where else did we go? North of the South Brewing Company. It's got like this beer garden. It's right kind of behind the hotel. They've got the outdoor fire pits where you can sit, have your drink. They have music. They actually had trivia going while we were there. Another place is, again, Beckett's. State Line Brewing. You walk in, go down the stairs. It's a distillery. It's the oldest one in Tahoe. We had an appetizer there, and we did a flight of ciders and ales, and it was very good. Elevated wine, always going to be one of my favorites. I love elevated wine. They have charcuterie boards. You can do wine tasting. They have a place where you can sit outside or you can sit indoors. Really, really, really like that. Okay, now we've kind of touched base on all the food and drinks. I want to touch base on some of the parks. So the one closest to where we were was Van Sickle. And if you go up in the park, it's probably about a mile or so up into the park. They have a spot in the road where California and Nevada separate. And it's a really cool place to go and get pictures, or, just to be able to stand in 2 states at once. How often can you say that you've done that? They have a bunch of trails. The restrooms there are they're kind of questionable. The other park we went to was Bijou Park. Let me tell you, that park had everything. It had dog parks. It had a skate park. It had a bike park. It had walking trails. It had astonishing views of the mountain. You could see from the valley up to the mountains. It was beautiful. There was the bikes, the restrooms, the facilities were very maintained, very clean. It was it was a really nice park. There was a playground, bear paw prints. I was a little skeptical, so we didn't go farther. But let me say, after talking to people who live there, I was horrified of bears, guys. I was terrified. Terrified I was going to see one freaking out, and I didn't have no bear spray, and have a whistle. I wasn't prepared. After talking to the locals that live there, they basically gave me I was chill after speaking with them. Like, multiple. All the stories were the same. They're not going to bother you. Unless you get between a mama bear and her cub, or you block their entry path, or you're walking around there with a stake. Obviously, they're going to come after that stake. But they really made me feel good, made it seem like we live in Texas, so like a big raccoon. You know, they're going to get in your trash. You want to be mindful. Don't leave food in your car. Don't leave food in your trash. Dispose of things. Look at the signs and dispose of things appropriately. And you won't have any issues. We actually never even seen one. So, but with that being said, for anyone who is afraid of running into the bears and the horror stories and if you were like me and you saw the videos and everybody talking about how dangerous and scary it was not. Was not. So I wanted to clarify that. But anyways, on to the next part. We went to Lake Point. It's a nice little hike. It's got the lake views, beautiful lake views. You can walk and see you can walk and see the mountains with the lake. Like, it is probably my favorite mountain Lake Point view in Tahoe. The fall foliage, the leaves, the different colors of the leaves, the yellows, the ambers and oranges. It was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We also went to the Lake Historic Site. Unfortunately, everything is closed down for this season, but if you do go in the spring or summer, they have it open where you can go check out the Pope Estates, the Baldwin Estates, the cabins, the history of it there. Something I really want to go back in the spring or summer. If you've ever been, drop it down below. Tell us about it, because I am very intrigued to go back. We also went to Taylor Creek and did the Rainbow Trail. The visitor center is only open they're fixing to be closed, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday right now, I believe, is their hours. Maybe Sunday. But we went to go watch the salmon spawning, and they are not spawning at Taylor Creek this year. And it was explained to us how they didn't get enough snow and rain last year, so when all the snow had melted and they opened up the floodgates, it just wasn't enough for the salmon to get through. So they unfortunately were not spawning there. However, they're keeping everything up. We did get to see where they have a underwater viewing area that you can go to, and it's completely free and open to the public, as well as the Lake Historic Site. All of these places, Bayou Park, Van Sickle by State Park, Taylor Creek, Lake Point, all of these things are open to the public, and they were all pet friendly apart from the historic site. I don't believe I saw a sign, and if it is, you have to have them on a leash for sure. But every other place we went in Tahoe is very pet friendly for those who travel with their fur babies. Go back to Tahoe, it may not be for a while, maybe spring or summer, but I do plan to go back because there's definitely some places on my list that we did not get to go, and I do want to go and make it to Emerald Bay. Check back in with us. I will be posting more detailed videos of the different parks that we went to, the different areas, the more in depth on the restaurants. Check back in and watch those videos. And if you have a favorite place that's off the beaten path, drop that down below too. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you're going to Tahoe anytime soon, let us know. Drop some of your pictures. If you've got a go-to place to eat, something you must see, drop that down below. Let us know. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll catch up with you shortly. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video was helpful, and tune in later for more videos.